Hi, my name is Ruby Beecham and you are watching Made of Stone. Basically, I had done 2 videos on the same day this week, but got a bit carried away with myself when I was deleting them off my camera and deleted the footage that I hadn't edited yet. So when I went to go and edit it to do this top picks video, it was gone, and I spent about an hour trying to recover it from this weird website, and by the end of it I couldn't get the edit out, so I'm having to do it all again. Number 1 on my top picks this week is There Is a Light That Never Goes Out by the Smiths. The Smiths, for me, I mean, although most people probably think they're quite miserable, I think that they're fantastic. I think Morrissey, even though he's a bit of an arsehole, does some really good music, and that's kind of annoying because, you know, you can't even say to him, oh, well, you don't do good music. Yeah, so There Is a Light That Never Goes Out. Yeah, like I said, anti-romantic. It's like, you know, talking about death, but you know, how they can be together in death, and that's romantic. Exactly what you expect from Morrissey. Second is Starlight by Muse. I remember when Black Holes and Revelations came out, I don't remember what year it was, but my dad got the album, and every single day on the way to work, well, school, and on the way back, he'd play that album, and it was album of the year that year. It was absolutely, it's brilliant. It's one of the best albums I've ever heard. And there's so many to choose from on it, but I had to go with Starlight because I think that it's got Matt Bellamy's beautiful lyrics, it's got a fantastic guitar to accompany it, and you know, every time I hear it, you know, it makes me think of being a kid, so it's got a bit of a memory to it for me as well. So it's, obviously that's a bit more subjective, but still I think it is a little bit of Muse at their finest. Third on my list is Reckless Serenade by Arctic Monkeys. This is probably a lesser known one if I was going to pick an Arctic Monkeys song, but Suck It and See for me was one of their best albums. I know people kind of love AM because it's got like Do I Wanna Know and Are You Mine on there, but I don't think that sounds as much of Arctic Monkeys as what I would expect, and I think Suck It and See is probably the last album where they did. I think it's more poetry than anything else. It's a bit like Bob Dylan, where he started off doing poetry and then it turned into, you know, writing songs, and that's what I think of Alex Turner. A lot of the stuff that he writes, if you interpret it as a poem in an English class, you could think that that was poetry. So I think that the lyrics are beautiful to it, and I think that the guitar riff at the end, the sort of like bridge, is absolutely fantastic. 4, Under My Thumb, Rolling Stones. Probably a better known song for the Rolling Stones, but I think it's just a great combination of, you know, that jazzy kind of funky start to the, you know, the riff with Mick Jagger's vocals. And you know, I just think that that captures the Rolling Stones again at their finest. It's a word I'm using a lot, but why would that song be on my list otherwise? 5th is The Man Who Sold the World by Nirvana. Now I know a lot of people might know this as David Bowie's song, but when I heard Nirvana's version, which is obviously a lot more grungy, I think that it's amazing that an artist can come in and interpret a song a whole other way, but you know, it gives it like a fresh feel. Like you could literally hear it and be like, well, this song's the first song that I've ever heard of this type, and then you could hear the other one and you're like, oh, well, that's actually come from there. And I think that that's what this song does. Obviously nothing can really top David Bowie, you know, he's fantastic, but I think Nirvana have put like a kind of, Kurt Cobain's put like a fresh but raw like edge on it. And I remember hearing that Kurt Cobain, you know, when he used to do performances, he wouldn't do the one that everyone knew. So he wouldn't go out and perform like Smells Like Teen Spirit. He'd do like a lesser well-known track to kind of, you know, show his fans that, you know, that there is more to us than just that one song. And I reckon that's probably what he did here, was that he was like, I'm going to cover a great and I'm going to put my edge on it. Oh, I've just realised I've done 6 songs today, but obviously I couldn't pick. But anyway, this is a good one as well. So 6 is Hurt by Johnny Cash. Now this is another song that's been taken from an artist and done a cover of. It was originally a 9 Inch Nails song, but what I think is quite amazing about it is that obviously Johnny Cash, you know, is a fantastic musician, fantastic artist. So he obviously heard this song, thought, I could do something with that, I want to sing that. I think that's, you know, it's flattering for 9 Inch Nails, but it's also a little bit of, you know, salt in the wound, because then when you hear Johnny Cash's version, it's so raw and emotional that it's kind of hard to imagine anybody else singing it. And I think that it's bittersweet almost for them. But yeah, it's probably one of the most depressing songs ever. Like those gritty kind of, that gruff sound that he's got to his voice. It's very emotive. I think you can sort of feel as if he's listened to those lyrics and he's interpreted it as and related to it for himself. So those are my 6 songs, or there should be 5, my top picks for this week. As I said, album review coming at the end of the week. But thank you for watching my videos, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.